The traditional article of faith in the publishing world is unless someone is a super famous celebrity, you can't advertise for a book without spending more than what you would recoup from any sales. Now, there's a lot of different ways of doing it on Amazon these days. I know some people, at least for 6-month, 8-month period, tell me, okay, TJ, for every $5 I spent on ads, I did get $8 worth of sales. So it worked. Based on your background as a marketer and advertising expert, do you have new techniques for how someone, let's say I'm a business executive and I say, hey, I want to write this book, 30,000 all in is okay. But you know what? If I could spend 10,000 a month on advertising and bring in 11,000 and back to me and not lose money, I would do that. Do you have any system of doing that with advertising for books?
Well, I have empirical evidence, and that is the authors that we've worked with and that we are working with, and a lot of other authors that come from like Greenleaf and so forth. Here's the big news. I don't have any new words to use. Every word I'm about to tell you is words that have been around. It's just the cake recipe has changed.
Mm-hmm.
One is good old fashioned email. So all of these publishers, I forgot who you mentioned, like Atomic Habits and all this, I assure you, he had an email database that started with one person that probably went to tens of thousands, but you have to start building that pre-launch of your book. Friends and family, podcast, you have to get all of that lined up. So at the end of the day, it's a good old fashioned Excel spreadsheet or Google sheet, and it's a marketing plan. And whether you have $500 to spend or 50,000 or more, you break up that recipe and you work harder than you've ever worked to evangelize that book, if that's your purpose. And then from that, speaking engagements and consulting jobs and everything. So the recipes are all there. But the elbow grease is the X factor.
The company is chapters.io. If you want to check it out and learn how they work, if you're thinking about publishing a book and the prospect of sending letters to literary agents for the next 2 years and not hearing anything doesn't appeal to you, you may want to check them out as a part of your due diligence in the publishing world.